recognise this? It's the Cutty Sark over at Greenwich. But are we looking at that today? No. We're looking at something equally as old, but it goes right under this, the River Thames. Yep, we're going under here. Stick with us. Here we go. So many people, when they come to Greenwich, come to this part to come and see the Cutty Sark dating from years gone by, and we will cover this in a future video, I promise. What we're more interested in today are these two dome-like buildings. You can see the one here just behind the bike, and if you look over to the other side of the Thames between the two buildings, you can see another dome. That is the exit of the Greenwich Foot Tunnel on the north bank. Looking where we are from the camera, straight over at that building with the dome on the top, which is the exit, that is the route that the foot tunnel takes right under the Thames. As you go into the entrance, and if you go round to the right and follow it round, if the lift is working, you can take the lift. There you go, there's a bike coming through. Unfortunately, be sadly disappointed because the lift's not working at the moment. Right, we now reach the bottom of the steps, and as you can see, lots and lots of cyclists coming through. As you probably saw on the stairs, there was someone that was carrying their bike up. That's because the lifts aren't working. I'll tell you a bit more about why this is so popular with cyclists in just a couple of seconds. But if you're on a bike, worth bearing in mind there is the no cycling signs for the pedestrians, I'm guessing. But actually, as you can see, it's a Friday afternoon when we're filming this, and it's fairly quiet, so actually, if you're on here on your bike, can't be too bad. Right, the Greenwich Foot Tunnel was actually built in 1902. At this point, we're right underneath the Thames. We're 15 metres under the base of the Thames here at Greenwich, and we're going from the southbound side to the northbound side. The length of the tunnel itself is 370 metres. The first tunnel ever built underwater was here in London, which linked Rotherhithe to the south, taking up to Limehouse in the north, which was built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel and his son back in 1825. And ever since, lots and lots of tunnels were dug under London, but all of those tunnels then sort of turned into tube train lines, etc. as well. The real one that we're in now, which is here in Greenwich, 370 metres long. It can't have escaped your attention, but lots and lots of bikes coming through, taking you from the south side of the Thames, because we're going from south to north at Greenwich, and taking you through to Tower Island. The reason for that is, believe it or not, this tunnel is on the C1 route. Now the C1 route actually takes all cyclists who want to do it all the way from Dover on the south coast of England, is coming over from the continent, all the way through to Scotland, which is great. The only problem is, when the lifts aren't working, if you're doing a big cycle ride and you've got a bike full of stuff, you've got to carry that bike down the stairs. One worth bearing in mind. Now we're starting the incline to the north side. This tunnel has now become extremely popular. It was always quite well used, but now with all the houses being bought on the south side of the river, those that want to continue their journeys into the city, which is now the Docklands, often use this tunnel as their walkway. Now, coming up ahead, as you can see in yellow, the tunnel gets a lot narrower, and that's because in the Second World War, this part of the tunnel was hit by a bomb and had to be reconstructed. Hence it's narrower, and these metal rings are in place to reinforce the tunnel at this point, where the bomb made impact. And now, to go up the steps and come out at the north side. And coming out the tunnel, here we are in a bit of park right by the north bank of the Thames at Island Gardens, which, as we turn round and look to the other side, gives spectacular views across Greenwich on the south bank. And there, off in the distance, you can see the tunnel entrance we came in, Cutty Sark, and this is the National Maritime Museum. Many who go through the tunnel then race off to Island Gardens on the Docklands Light Railway, which is just around the corner. Not many come and stand at the north bank, look back over, and look to the Cutty Sark and the entrance to the foot tunnel. Now you can almost imagine the foot tunnel going right from where we're standing to there. This is the exit that we've just come out of, and look at all these palm trees surrounding it. Anyone would think in the tropics. Island Gardens is another one of those secret places in London on the north bank of the Thames here. Not only does it give you the great views, but it's often very quiet. And yep, you've spotted it, a cafe. So I think I'm going to leave you with a few more views and I'm off for a coffee. Whilst I have my coffee, let's leave you with a playlist on the top right hand side of some other fantastic outdoor places to see in London. So if you click on the link there, I'll see you in those videos.